Hey, so it is Karen Monique here, and I am so excited that you've decided to join me on my channel. If you are brand new here, please remember to like, to subscribe, and to share my videos. Also follow me on Instagram at Karen Monique. So what my channel is basically about is all things business basics and fashion. I live in the fashion world. I am a shoe designer. I also do some other things in fashion, as well as I am a business coach. So I merge those things and give you all tips and videos that truly help you maximize on your business at the baseline level. So I will be going through a rebrand pretty soon. So you will see a couple of changes as you go through my channel, but everything will still be related to business and fashion. I'm just going to be doing it a little bit different. So today's video, I actually have my notebook in front of me because I had to take some notes because we're about to do something pretty intense. This is an extra video this week because I noticed quite a few folks just kind of in my network and through a couple of groups that I'm in on Facebook are really struggling with this holiday season and things to promote, how to promote. So I am going to offer up some ideas for last minute holiday sales as well as after holiday sales, because we know a lot of folks don't tend to shop a lot right after the holidays. So you know your sales are probably going to go down. Your returns could possibly go up. So I want to kind of nip some of that in the bud and give you all some ideas to throw out over the next week or two as we move into this holiday season, because it is not too late for you to try to rack in some more sales and push out some more of that inventory. So let's jump right into this video. Okay, so the first thing that I would do, to be honest, is mainstream holidays. Now, I know everyone doesn't celebrate holidays. You can judge that based on your business's aesthetic and your business missions and values and your customers. But I start with kind of mainstream. My business is a Christian identified business, or at least I identify as a Christian. Many of my customers shop during the holidays for holiday reasons, those kind of things. So I celebrate mainstream holidays through my business. I also know that a lot of my customers identify as Black women. So I also celebrate a lot of the things that I celebrate as a Black woman. So Juneteenth, Black History Month, Kwanzaa, all of those things that are, around Black identity, around Black culture, those kind of things. So you just make sure that you do whatever is best for your business. But this first tip is really kind of centered around traditional kind of Christmas season stuff. So I would say run a 10 or 12 days of Christmas sales. So I know this video is coming out a little bit later. I think you might have about 8 days left before Christmas when I launch this video. But you can do something like that. 5 days of Christmas, 5 deals of Christmas, 8 days of Christmas, 8 deals of Christmas, something like that. Or you could even do a New Year's kind of thing where you do 10 days, the 10-day countdown to the new year. Whatever that is, you want to do something that's like a countdown where you're offering a different sale each day. Some really good sale ideas are a percentage off, at least 20% or more. A buy one, get something is also another really good deal when you're running these kind of things. Dropping new inventory and giving like some kind of perk to purchasing quickly. That one doesn't necessarily have to be 20%. You could do 10 or 15%, but it's a new collection, brand new, never been on your site before. Those are really good. Tiered discounts actually work pretty well during the holiday as well. Spend $100, get $20 gift cards. Spend $200, get this or that. Those are some of the really good deals. Free priority shipping, last minute shoppers. If you're willing, I don't necessarily do this just because of my location and my shipping costs. I ship a pretty heavy product. My shoes are about, at minimum, most of them are somewhere around 2 pounds or more. So like a priority overnight or 2-day shipping could easily cost me $30. So it doesn't work for me. But if you sell something really small, something that can go in a small envelope, something that's like media mail or something that would only cost you maybe $5 or $6 to ship overnight or something, you could offer priority overnight shipping. You could offer gift wrapping, something like that in your deals of Christmas deal. So that is one of my first kind of holiday sales that I would recommend that you do. The next one that's pretty popular is kind of the end of year clearance. You'll hear so many words. People say blowout, retired collection, last call, end of season, whatever you want to call it. And that's where you put all of your products in your inventory that's been kind of on the shelves for quite some time, put those into a collection discount that collection something crazy so you can move that inventory. People feel like they got a really amazing deal, and make it like time constraint. Don't let it be a 3 or 4 day deal. This is a 24-hour blowout sale, or depending on how much inventory you might have, you might need to do a couple days to do reach. And if you're doing like paid ads, and you might need to get more people to see it. But I would recommend doing a really quick blowout sale. People really love that too at the end of the year, the end of the season. One of the things I do with my shoes, for example, if I have an influx of sandals, because I know that, unless I can rerun those same sandals in spring, I'll do a big sale on my sandals because I really want folks to buy them. And what usually happens is folks will buy a pair of boots, and then they'll throw sandals in their cart too because the sandals are on some crazy sale. So I'm still making money, and I'm also making kind of a double sale in a sense. So you do it in a way that's really creative and feels like a perk. I would also, don't forget to change your recommendations. If you have, a lot of us automate our sites, and it's like like when somebody puts something in their cart, it might say people also bought. If you're trying to push a certain something, you need to adjust what is being recommended. That is one of the biggest things I see people leave out. They just let the site recommend popular items opposed to recommending items that really need to be pushed or moved. And it depends on, whether it's size related. Some of their apps that can break it all the way down to recommending proper size stuff that's in stock in their size, certain colors, things like that. Also, if you do it before they put stuff in their cart or before they check out, the really cool thing is they don't accrue another shipping cost. Customers love that. When you do it after, if there's going to be an additional shipping cost, customers usually won't check out. So if you're going to do it after, recommend something or give them some kind of deal after they put their card information and everything in, make sure that that goes directly to their other order. They don't need to put their information in twice. That's a headache. And then also they shouldn't be paying double shipping. So that's another tip for a holiday sale. The next one is going to be price rollbacks. The only way that price rollbacks really work, though, is kind of similar to the same way that Walmart does it. They show you over time what something costs, and then they have a season where they roll everything back by a couple bucks. So you have to be intentional about this. So even if you don't do this year, you can do this next year or for a different holiday season. But you might, your standard price might be $30 for most of your products. So let's say it's always $30. Then you do a rollback sale or a rollback season where everything is, and you have the actual X going through your $30, and instead of everything being $30, maybe everything is $20 or $25. Whatever your margins are, you would know that. I'm just throwing some numbers out there. But rollback seasons or rollback sales are really popular, and they're so underused. People never really use rollback, and they have so much power and potential. One, because people truly understand them, because a mainstream distributor uses it. Walmart uses it. People don't question rollback. They know exactly what that means. The prices are rolled back. They're cheaper than they were. So don't sleep on that methodology, that terminology, and that type of process for a sale. Another really good one is New Year, New You. Everybody, especially in the world we live in right now, everybody is trying to get a refresher. We are so sick and tired of quarantine and all these other things. The new year is a really good time for you to launch new products. A lot of times we've ran all these sales and stuff during the holidays. We've pushed all this inventory, and then we don't have anything to launch or release that's new for the new year. So people are tapped out. They're not paying attention to our brand anymore. Oftentimes we think people aren't spending money because they just shopped for the holidays, when really people aren't spending money because they don't have anything new to buy. People are just seeing the same stuff. Also, people are returning a ton of stuff too. A lot of folks get stuff for the holidays. It didn't work out. They're returning it. What that means is that money is now back into their account. They don't mind spending it on something else. So that's why New Year's is also a really good time. Don't just do sales for the holiday, like for Christmas or Kwanzaa. You also want to do sales going into the new year, or at least new releases, something that, really brings attention to your brand and that makes the customer want to shop. So I always do something like a New Year, New You, and I drop a couple of new items on my stores. You could even do New Year, New Us, and you can push your old inventory. You can do like another version of kind of that end of year sale, maybe switch your products around. in that blowout season sale that you did. Get super creative, but you want to maximize on people's emotions, not in a bad way. You don't want to be out here tricking folks, but it doesn't hurt to maximize on the fact that this is a celebratory season. People are typically pretty excited about, a new year coming around. So why not let them spend their coins on you? Another tip, so this is less of a sale and more of just a tip, is be a little more flexible on your return policy. So usually when I run sales, there are no returns, no exchanges, period, because that's discounted already. If you return it, now I have that item back and I didn't even get full price for what it was worth. So I always try to lighten up a little bit. So I definitely tell people, no returns, no exchanges, all of that. But if somebody reaches out to you and they have an issue that you can fix, be flexible in that, because you don't want to miss out on them ever shopping with you again. Because oftentimes people will test out your business during a sale. They might have been eyeing you, but they were like, I don't know if I want to spend $100 with them yet. And then you run a sale and they're like, oh, I'll try them out for $50. And if something just isn't right, and then you also don't allow them to return it, they would potentially spend $100 because your stuff was right or could have been right, but then they won't because you weren't willing to fix it. So I just say lighten up, be a little flexible on your return or exchange policy, or at least have something in place that doesn't feel like a big dagger to them. Like, yeah, I know I bought it on sale, but I can't do anything with it. Or especially if it's just something like a sizing issue. I'm always flexible with sizing issues because oftentimes people just want to exchange. You know what? I sell shoes. I really love my shoes. I just need to get a smaller size. Believe it or not, sometimes I run into more people whose shoes are too big rather than too little. And I've adjusted my size chart, all that. That's a conversation for another day. My sizing chart is true and is right. But I've learned that people have been wearing the wrong size shoes because it's a whole thing. People are sizing up at stores because they're scared. Then they size up at my store and they don't realize, oh, her stuff actually is the right size. It's so funny. But anyway, that is just another tip. Be pretty flexible in your return and exchange policy. Still protect yourself as much as possible, but don't be a stickler to the point that you lose all your customers that shopped with you at the end of the year. Nobody wants to shop with you again. Another really good one that is slept on is open enrollment for whatever your rewards program is. So if you don't have a rewards program, especially if you're an online business or some type of rewards card, if you're in person, you are not showing your customers that you appreciate them. Appreciation goes so far with customers. So I recommend that you do something, even if you have open enrollment all year, it doesn't matter. This is a time to highlight that, because every time you tell folks, hey, open enrollment is happening, come join our site, you'll get points toward whatever. When you introduce your program, they're now landing on your site. The potential for them to buy something knowing they're about to rack up some points or try to rack up some points, especially if they know that you're doing 10 days of deals. You know what, if I buy something, it's deal day, I sign up for points, I buy something today, as they're running deals, I'm going to be racking up points. By the time I'm done with deals, I might have a free item or a discounted item or something. People do think strategically like that, especially true shoppers, those that really, really shop. Some folks just love being rewarded. Racking up the points doesn't really matter. They just love when they get that email at some point that's like, oh, $10 off. You have enough points for $10 off. Like, oh, okay, cool. But really, this is a really, really good time for you to promote it as kind of open enrollment. So I recommend that you do that. Do something where you really highlight whatever your rewards or customer loyalty program is. Another one during the holiday season, gift cards are so underrated. Promote your gift cards. For one, you don't have to do any kind of shipping. You can do all digital gift cards. People love that stuff. Promote your gift cards. Do a discount if you can. Spend $25, get an additional $5 for free. Even though that might fit, if that feels massive to your business, don't do that model. But if that's not massive to your business, if securing a $25 gift card, giving away $5 is really maximizing to you, do that. Especially somebody, for example, if your product is $30, you actually buy it for 10, so your profit ends up being $20. So now your profit is just going to be 15 for anybody that bought that gift card. You're still making a pretty decent margin on a product that cost you $10 or whatever. So just know your numbers. But people love those kind of things. Buy a gift card, get a gift certificate or buy a gift card, get an additional something, or spend a certain amount, get a gift card. I think I have a deal right now that's out that's like spend for every $50 they spend, they get a $10 gift card. But they can only do two per order. So it's I think or it might be $5. It's something like that. For every $50 they get $5 and they can do up to two per order, something like that. But people really like that deal. I got a couple of folks who were buying stuff and then I automatically, when I fulfill their order, I send them an additional gift card and they're able to stack their gift cards in the future. So after January 1, I think is where I have it where gift cards are stackable. Before then, it's not, just because I'm running so many deals and sales. I don't want folks getting the deals, the sales, and stacking gift cards. So they're then getting stuff essentially for free. So also just be strategic. And you've seen companies that do something similar to that where they'll promote something and then it doesn't start, like their coupon books or something doesn't start till later. Same kind of concept. So don't sleep on that one. I recommend that as well. Double and triple points are really good if you have loyalty members, and even if you only promote it to those in the loyalty program, you don't necessarily have to get new signups. That's a really good way to get more sales during the holiday season. You're already running your deals. You're already getting attention from your customers. Offering them double or triple points is major, especially if somebody is only a couple points away from that $5 discount, or somebody's only a couple points away from that $10 or whatever. People love that double and triple points, being able to add up faster, especially depending on how much your stuff costs and what your rewards tiers are. People really love that. So I recommend doing that as well. So the last one that I would recommend is kind of a buy multiple deal, especially if you have products that are really good stocking stuffers, or they're really good gifts for them to buy for multiple people in the family, especially like kids. If every kid should get one under the tree, or multiple adults or whatever. If you have an item that people could use multiples of in their home, an example could be batteries. I'm just saying. Batteries, people need multiple batteries. It's so rare that you just need one battery or one pack of batteries. You usually need multiples of something. That's a good example of something that would go over really well as a buy multiple, get a certain amount of discount, or buy one, get one. Those deals are really, really attractive around the holiday season as well, especially those of you that might be in the kids fashion or toy space. People have multiple children and they want to get the same thing for, both for triple or four of their children, however many they might have. That's a really, really good way to do that as well. So those are really all of my tips right now. I'm happy to share more, think through and process with any of you that need some more help. Leave me a comment below should you have any other questions, or even if you have some ideas for folks, would love for you to share them as well. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not, turn on your notifications because I drop at least one video a week on Wednesdays, moving that up to multiple videos a week. This is my first week doing that. This is kind of a surprise shocker video for me and probably some of you as well. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Kara Monique, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.